Today we will discuss the digastric triangle. The boundary of the digastric triangle, anteriorly, anterior value of the digastric, posterior inferiorly, posterior value of the digastric, and superiorly, this is the base of the mandible, angle of the mandible, and then the line joining the mastoid process. So this is the boundary of the digastric triangle. Then the floor is formed, as we have already discussed, in submental triangle. The muscle is the suprahyoid muscle, mylohyoid, and later to the mylohyoid, this is the area where the hypoglossal muscle is present. So floor is formed by the mylohyoid and the hypoglossal muscle. So the roof is formed by, if you see this my face, then the roof is formed by, this is the digastric triangle. Roof is formed by the skin, then the superficial fascia. Before that, the platysma. If you want to see the muscle, this is platysma, pectoral region to the base of the mandible. This is platysma, and these are the 5 branches of the facial nerve which emerge from the parotid gland. The one is temporal, second one is zygomatic, third one is buccal, fourth one is marginal mandibular, and the fifth one is cervical. So this is cervical and the marginal mandibular. These are the 2 nerves. Then the contents of the digastric triangle. This is submandibular. This is submandibular gland. It lies in the digastric triangle. Another one, if we move superficial to the deeper one, this is masseter. Below to the masseter, this is the anterior-inferior angle of the masseter muscle, where the facial artery is present. There is the facial artery is palpable, and this facial artery, it comes by giving the S-shaped structure. It encircles the submandibular gland. This is submandibular gland, and the one branch of the facial artery is submental artery, and the another one is mylohyoid nerve, which is also the content superficial to the deep. This is the mylohyoid nerve. Then another superficially, the deeper part, superficial in the lower part, this is the hypoglossal nerve, which is also the part of this, which is also the content of the digastric triangle. Moving towards the posteriorly and the deeper part, the posterior deeper part, one muscle. This is stylohyoid, which also forms the posterior inferior boundary of this digastric triangle. And then the deepest, the parotid, the lower part of the parotid gland, it also lies in the digastric triangle. This parotid gland, it is pierced by the external carotid artery. It lies in the posterior part of the digastric triangle. Then more deeper, this external carotid artery, then along with the internal jugular vein and the vagus nerve, the 3, they are the contents of the carotid sheath. They lies in the deepest part. They are the contents of the deepest part of the triangle. This is digastric triangle. Another posteriorly, these are the 2 superior and the inferior constrictor muscles. These are the 2 superior and the inferior constrictor muscle. And if we move more deeper part, then we have the stylopharynx, styloglossal, and another one is the styloid process is also present. And we have already discussed the vagus nerve, which is the one, another muscle nerve is the pharyngeal branch of the vagus nerve, which is also the content of the digastric triangle. So these are the contents of